Hello and welcome to the weekly moon update for June 19th through the 25th. I've got no news for you today other than I'm trying to take the week off, and so there will not be a Tarot Tuesday, but we will jump back into our regular schedule next week. So, no news or no community events this week. But we will, however, see you next week for our regularly scheduled program. So not only do we not have any community events this week, we also don't have like a major quarter moon phase because technically next Monday is when we have our first quarter Libra moon. So technically we had our new moon in Gemini Sunday morning at 12:36 a.m. But then we eventually moved into Cancer energy later today, if you're watching this on Sunday for the live premiere. So we'll be actually starting off our week with Cancer energy, which, as you know, is not really my favorite because I like to practice self care and stay home on Cancer days, but not everybody gets to stay home on a Monday. So even if you work from home, it's still not the same thing as having a cozy Cancer day, but that's okay. You can still kind of take it easy. I also like to kind of reorganize my workspace to feel a little bit more homey or comfortable. For example, I switched to my back to my yoga ball again at my desk because I've been having lower back pain, which is a chronic issue for me. But like finding little things like that that make you feel a little bit more comfortable in your work environment or even in your car. I'm also one that travels a lot in my car, so I like to have a little mini altar in my car and make sure that I have um just kind of a pleasing atmosphere or comfortable atmosphere in my car while I'm working and while I'm traveling a lot. Other things that you can plan to do on a waxing Cancer day is just take care of yourself. Make sure that you're eating nourishing foods, drinking plenty of water, and fleshing out all of the things that you wanted to release on the dark moon so that on Wednesday when we have Leo energy, you're well nourished and you're ready to party and ready to wear your favorite outfit and tap into this Leo energy. As we transition from Cancer to Leo, I also like to point out like feeling at home in your body. And so like if you allow yourself to feel very comfortable in your space, Leo can help like build that confidence and encouragement to continue to take care of your body in a loving and nurturing and supportive way. Because remember, Leo is the encourager, and Leo is confident and strong and vibrant. It's sun energy. It's how can you shine your light? How can you express your individuality as a Leo lion. Even if you're not a Leo, we all have a little bit of Leo in us somewhere in our chart. So you might want to, if you're questioning how to tap into any of these or how these zodiac signs relate to you, really look at what house each zodiac sign embodies, because that's going to help you like really kind of harness onto that energy. For example, my Leo is in the sixth house, and the sixth house is the house of service. So I like to be of service to other people. I like to encourage other people. I like to lift other people up. So check out what house your Leo's in, or any of the zodiac signs that we have this week to find out different ways that you can tap into that energy. So on Friday we move into Virgo energy. So Virgo is taking us back down to the earth. Virgo is going to help us organize and get ready for the weekend. Planning your vacations, planning is a very Virgo thing. Organizing your day, scheduling things, rescheduling things, scheduling your self care if you didn't get to it last week. So Friday and Saturday will be in Virgo energy. until Sunday evening when we move into Libra, and then we will be starting off next week with Libra energy. Libra energy gives us this opportunity to balance things out. Anything that you've been neglecting, this Libra days is a good day to pick that up again. If you want that thing to stay in your life, we need to constantly be feeding energy to it. So in the Seasons of the Moon and Flame by Daniel Dulsky, which is a book that follows the moon and the seasons for an entire year. It's very generalized. It's not specific dates. It's just season by season, moon by moon. And a lot of the rituals and exercises that she recommends in there really embody, like, taking areas of your life and putting them in a container. She actually physically, like, literally uses jars for an example, or sometimes it's bowls. So we're taking an area of our life, like love, work, relationships, whatever, whatever area of your life that you want to put energy into. And the rituals involve having, say, this jar of relationships, and you literally feed it. You put energy into that area of your life. How can you spend more time with your loved one? How can you nourish that idea or the energy of love by using things like herbs, oils, crystals, but also writing thoughts and ideas and plans and dreams onto pieces of paper and putting it in the jar, feeding it into the jar. And this can be words of encouragement, affirmations, but it can also be like actual to dos or tasks to do. Actual to dos, tasks to do. That's the same thing. So, for example, if you want to be working on your relationship, an example of the to do that you would feed into that area of life or to that jar would be having a date night once a week and having that encompass the area that you're working on. You're putting energy into that thing. And just by acting on that thing, you're putting energy into that thing. But if you have your jar, your relationship jar, and you're not doing the thing that you said that you were going to do, you're not paying attention to it, you're not putting your herbs and crystals and oils into it, and you're not having a conversation with your partner, that's you're neglecting it, so you're not feeding it. So the universe is gonna be like, "Oh, well, um, they don't want this thing in their life anymore, so it's gonna start to fizzle out." We have to continue to put energy into those spaces, into those jars, into those areas of our life that matter to us, that sustain us, that so a Libra day is a day that, like, if your self-care jar has been neglected and empty for a while, then take some time to practice self-care on a Libra day. If you're avoiding a particular situation, those things, those basic things that we have to do, the pay the bills, the do the paperwork, the clean out the garage and mow the lawn, like those things that like have to be taken care of, but we kind of avoid because we may not want to do them for whatever reason. That's a day that Libra day can come in and you say, "Okay, I don't want to do this thing, but I have to do this thing if I want to continue to have a nice yard or if I want to continue to stay on top of my budget and my finances." We have to do these things. So Libra gives us this opportunity to put energy into something that we've been neglecting for a while, and that is helps maintain balance in your life. Because if your jar is empty, let it go. If you don't want that thing in your life, if it takes too much of your time and energy and you get no pleasure and no sustainability from it whatsoever, then let it go. But if you want these jars and containers and areas of things in your life, we have to feed energy into it. So that's what Libra helps us do. And a lovely day for Sunday to just kind of what's something that you spent all weekend like doing something that you needed to do. What's something on Sunday evening that you can do that just fills your cup, your jar, your area of life that you want to pay more attention to. So this entire week is a waxing crescent moon. And then next Monday we have the first quarter moon. So because on Monday, because we're so close to the new moon, it's mostly dark. We're just gonna have this little sliver of a crescent. I tried to I tried to color shade in, but there's a reason why I'm not a digital artist. And so I tried to shade in on that image there, but it didn't come out that well. So we're very close to the dark moon on Monday, which is kind of nice for a Cancer energy, and is going to be even better next month when we have a Cancer new moon. But the light and the energy is gradually going to increase. So be a little bit lazy. Uh, on Monday and Tuesday with the waxing crescent, and Leo might perk up your energy a little bit. Virgo's going to be like, okay, we have to get this done at the end of the week. Maybe if you slack off all week, Virgo's going to be like, all right, we got to do this. And then Libra's going to help balance out any of those last minute things that may have been neglected. Um, so we're starting off with water, kind of like floating in the lazy river stream. Hopefully, the Leo fire energy is going to perk us up a little bit. Virgo can kind of help us maintain this steady flow and this steady energy. And then Libra might even like kind of peak up a little bit with air, bringing our attention to thoughts and ideas and wisdom. So that is the energy of this week. For some reason, I was called to the Angels and Ancestors deck. This has kind of a very airy and earthy feel to it because it has the angels, and there's lots of animals with wings represented in this deck. And but then it also has this earthy feel for the Virgo energy, and also a lot of like empowerment and confidence comes from this deck as well. So we've got a card from this deck, and then our chakra for the week is self trust. The time has come to really trust who you are and love yourself fully. If there are parts of you that are out of alignment with your faith or your values, call them into alignment now so that you feel better and more integrated. Then trust your intuition and inner knowing without question. Going as much as you can with the flow of your desires and passions, cultivate your higher self as a trusted ally and seek its voice in meditation. So this is a solar plexus card. It's really lovely energy for a Leo week. The crystal they recommend is citrine, and the herb is Melissa, or AKA lemon balm. And this blew me away. You can't make this stuff up. We also have Sky Father, trust in the unknown. So there are two cards for us this week that say trust. So if anybody is out there doubting themselves or doubting something, this is your sign to trust, trust, trust. Trust in your higher self. I love the fact that the chakra card points out alignment because we're talking about Libra and balancing the scales. So let's see what Sky Father's message is. Trust your path is unfolding exactly as it needs to. You have a personal relationship with the Great Father. Know that He is loving, leading you forward. The Sky Father features in many religions and mythologies as the Father God. He's the counterpart to the Earth Mother in many traditions. So this card represents the universal powers that are masculine in essence, the energies that people have called out to and looked up to in times of need and gratitude. Sky Father personifies your relationship with the masculine energies of the divine and possibly a very powerful male or father figure too. The extended message of this card is you are co-creator of your life, and every thought, feeling, intention, and emotion you have is creating the road ahead. With that said, you don't need to know every single detail of what is going to unfold before you. When this card appears, you are being guided to step back and get out of your own way, because there is a greater power that is not only around you, but within you. And Sky Father is creating the best experience imaginable for you. Accepting this will allow miraculous energy to come into your life. So see things from a higher perspective, like the eagle on this card. This card is also can also appear when there are opportunities to improve the father connection in your life. If your father figure is in heaven, know that his spirit is drawing close. If he is on earth, there's an opportunity to heal something, whether past or present. So, really powerful message for this week, kind of an in between week. And I feel like this is kind of a message. The collective reading that we did on stream last Tarot Tuesday was we kept getting the ride the wave card, just like trust that like you're being pushed in the right direction. Trust to be like open to receiving trust in like you had that spark in that idea for a reason. Trust that like you should feel that you can follow that path. And trust that you know when something's not going to be right for you. If you have an uneasy feeling about something, let it go. Like I was saying with the Libra energy, if you don't feel like you have the energy to put more into that thing, maybe it's time to say goodbye. Maybe it's time to let go. Um, but as we are in a waxing moon this week, this is about calling things in. So being open to receiving, trusting, like I just envision just like being literally open, like with your arms open, ready to receive. And also because we have the summer solstice this week, I literally see like just absorbing the sunlight, absorbing positive energy, absorbing the messages and the intuition that you might be receiving at this time. So just being open, soaking up whatever it is that's coming towards you. Um, so that's the energy for this week. Thank you for allowing me to have some time off. I'm trying to get everything done so that I still have a YouTube video coming out on Monday, and I'm going to sneak in some surprise streams here and there, not necessarily this week, but in the upcoming month. So you'll be seeing plenty of me. Thank you for allowing me to take some time out for myself because I haven't taken more than one day off in a row since last June. So I'll probably be working on the 2024 planner. So if you have any feedback on the 2023 planner and want me to make any changes, or if you really liked something about 2023, and you want to make sure that it's still going to be in there, I'm open to any feedback, good or bad, negative or positive, because I'm just kind of flying blind. I'm flying blind. I'm trusting that my intuition is leading me in the right direction, and hopefully I'll be giving you exactly what you want in 2024. So remember to trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust the guidance that you are receiving, and I hope you have a wonderful summer solstice week, and we'll see you next week for the first quarter. Are you ready?